Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Jeff Walton.
Here we go. Okay, so this is our last little section here, and we are going to get to know the True North team a little bit better and do a there we go. We got some whistles. Powerful. Whoever did that, right on. So we're going to jump into this a little bit. So I wanted to introduce a couple people that work behind the scenes on the True North team, and so you guys could get to know them a little bit better. They might show their faces a little bit more here in the future. And they do a ton of work behind the scenes, right? Like, we look incredibly scrappy sometimes, but when we do polish up and we have all of this stuff going on, it's because of our broad team and the time and effort and energy that they've donated to continuing this thing that we've built here. So I would like to welcome to the stage Dan. This is Trollstein, Colleen, the Bitcoin Gal, and then Justin J64. So please come up. There you go. Here, we'll have you pop down, sit down. Okay. All right, we got the Bitcoin Gal, we got Trollstein, J64, and so the Bitcoin Gal, she's been basically our senior project manager. Like, if we had like a little project that we needed to get done or needed some communication, needed a little extra help, she has been on top of it and just, absolutely nailing email and everything like that. Trollstein has built the website, and he built it in like 2 days. It was just nonstop. I don't think he slept for a couple days in a row. It's totally incredible. And J64, he kind of came to the scene because he was just clipping up all of our content. We're like, oh my God, who's this guy? Like, he's like doing all this work and just like clipped our content. He's put all of the bookmarks. Like, we create a video, it's bookmarked within like the 12 hours, right? It's done, and has helped clip all of our videos and build out some of the architecture of what is the future of our corporation. So, I'd love to get some perspective from you, the Bitcoin Gal. How'd you get here? What's your Bitcoin story? Maybe a little bit of background about you, just to get to know you guys a little bit better.
Sure. This is on. Okay.
It's on.
All right. So those that don't know me, I'm the Bitcoin Gal, and I have been in Bitcoin since early 2021, though I've known about it since 2012. But it takes time to learn Bitcoin. But I found it when I needed it most, which was when I had a marriage that was falling apart and was going back to work full time after being a stay-at-home mom, and really needed some hope for my future, and found Bitcoin and gave me all the hope that I needed. After my divorce, which was late 2023, I had full control of all finances for the first time in my life, and I just had a moment of, what do I want for my future? What do I want for myself? What do I want for my sons? And I knew there was something more, and I knew about strategy because I knew about it at the same time as Bitcoin, and went all in on strategy, just on a feeling that it was the right thing for me. Thank you. And then I did that feeling very alone, but also very confident. And I was just a lurker on X, and somehow then found the Irresponsibly Long community and connected with a lot of the people there. And that has been life-changing. It was life-changing going into Bitcoin and strategy, but it has been life-changing connecting with the community because I was no longer alone in this trade. And that's been... Tim might not cry, but I will. That has meant the world to me. I'm so grateful for the True North team. I'm so grateful for all of you that have connected with me online. You guys don't know how much it means to me, so thank you.
It's, I'm sure it was probably weird when you told your friends, like, hey, I'm going to go meet some internet people, like down in Santa Monica. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm sure people are like, don't do that. But, I think it's thank you for all your hard work. So Dan, over to you. You've got, what's your background? How'd you get here? You built this website in like a day. Give us a bit.
So my name is Dan, real Trollstein on X. I've been in Bitcoin since 2017. I remember the exact, not the actual date, but I remember the scene when I was in my office at work and I'd been looking at it on the forums off and on for a few years. And I remember it was like on the very sidebar of Yahoo Finance on the homepage. And it was just, some article and it mentioned Bitcoin in the title. And I was just like, I'm so late. I'm so late. So I bought it right there, $1,200 first Bitcoin, and rest is history. So I've been in that for a long time. I got into MSTR last year, so a bit late there. But yeah, I did the whole options run up in November. It was great and horrible all at the same time, as you guys know. And then, just heard grain on a few spaces. This X account's new. I had an older one under my real full name. And I just won a Bitcoin only feed, just Bitcoin and strategy. So connected to Grain a few times, talked to him, and I had conviction. I had my thesis back in 2017. I followed Saylor's whole journey from like first time he ever spoke all the way through. He helped me build my conviction. And then talking to Grain, it was like I realized I still had a few core accounts and some retirement and kids ESAs that had mutual funds and a few other things that I just didn't believe in, and I just had them there as that safety net to the thing I believed in the most. And I realized I didn't have true conviction. So in January, moved to all core accounts, everything over. I've got 90+% of my net worth in Bitcoin and Bitcoin correlates, strategy, Metapillar, and a few other things. So here we are. And he just roped me into the crew and met a lot of the guys at Pomp's Bitcoin Investor Week in New York in February, I believe. So just hit it off, and here we are. So yeah.
This was not a panel to tell you to YOLO your entire account. This is
not financial advice.
But it's just it ends up being rational at some point. But
absolutely.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Appreciate all your work. And now over to you, Justin. Yeah, I mean, your background, how'd you get here? What's going on?
Yeah. So hey everyone, Justin Bernerberg, go by J64 on X. I've actually never told my Bitcoin story publicly. And it started like everyone's, where I made a mistake. I sold it. I bought it in 2017 when one of my coworkers, I worked in technology at the time, had told me, hey, this thing is the greatest network to ever exist. There's more digital energy than anything you've ever seen in this network. And he told me it was going to go to 100,000 at the time, and I called him crazy. I bought it, though, because I was like, I don't know what I'm buying, but the number's going up, just like we like to say. And as soon as the number went down, I sold it. And that was the biggest mistake that I ever made. So the next time around, a year later after 2017, I believe it was 2018 or 2019, I re-asked that colleague of mine, hey, can you re-explain, sit down with me and help me understand this network that you're talking about? And he started to explain the power of, go look at any of the Mag 7 or any of these big tech stocks. They're all networks. Uber, what are they connecting? The rider and the driver, Amazon, e-commerce. So he started to explain the concept of the network and the network effect and the power of it. And I immediately started falling into the Saylor hole. And ultimately, I got the conviction through that. And have been buying Bitcoin every week since, every Friday, through River. Just having getting rid of those fees and just being able to automate and taking away the thinking. So that was a little bit of my Bitcoin story. As far as Jeff and in True North and how I got involved. So I started clipping, to your point, and as soon as you guys would talk, the next day I had my little 2-year-old and I'm watching MSTR True North as I'm watching him. I'm teaching him. And then I think I messaged Jeff because it was Punter Jeff, and I was like, hey, let me fair catch one of your punts. I think that was the exact tweet. No, I think that was exactly it. And I think he messaged me, and then we sat down, we talked, and Jeff, I mean, who doesn't like Jeff? Great guy, and I ended up going back to the group, and we found opportunities to provide value from clipping up things, the YouTube channel, and making sure that we have bookmarks there, just to facilitate an easy way to interact with the content. I work in business architecture for my full-time job, so I'm always thinking about who is the external user, what are they looking for value, and then taking our internal operations and optimizing that to deliver that value. So what I do for work, it's in the insurance world, but again, that's where Jeff and I connected a little bit. And just lastly, on the MSTR front, I identified, obviously, MSTR as part of my Bitcoin journey, and also pretty much went all in, like Colleen and Dan here. And it's been no looking back at this point. I mean, I don't think any of us have. We're only looking forward.
Yeah, I think you said punt it. I can catch it. I was like looking for. I need somebody to help. Like I don't know. The chat's crazy, right? We've got the True North chat. Like when you guys watch on Wednesday nights, somebody he manages it, right? He's the one that's putting the comments up on the screen about halfway through, and then it's up to us the rest of the time. But yeah, so I mean, it takes a village, right? And everybody's really come together, and it's been incredible that people are donating their time to help grow this thing. And I think the future is incredibly bright, right? It's super hopeful. So round of applause. Thank you to all these guys. I mean, incredible work. Thank you. I appreciate it.